Hey, you, the one who's spent hours drooling over Buddy Valastro's insane cakes, laughing at his family's chaos, and secretly wishing you could grab a cannoli from Carlo's bakery. Have you ever wondered why Cake Boss just vanished into thin air like a magician's trick gone wrong? I mean, one minute it's the biggest baking show on the planet with millions of fans glued to their screens, and the next, poof, it's gone, leaving nothing but crumbs and confusion. Listen, I get it. You're probably thinking, oh, it just got old, right? But oh no, my friend, the real story is so wild, it'll make your jaw drop faster than a 5-tier wedding cake at a photo shoot. And trust me, it's not what you think. Think scandals, lawsuits, and secrets TLC prayed you'd never find out. Stick around, because I'm about to spill the frosting-covered tea on what happened. And by the end, you'll be screaming, no way. Plus, I've got a twist so juicy you'll never look at reality TV the same way again. So don't you dare click away now. From Hoboken to the world. Let's delve into the extraordinary journey of Buddy Valastro, a story that feels straight out of a Hollywood movie, except with more frosting and fewer car chases. Buddy, known as the Cake Boss, wasn't born with a silver spatula in his hand. He's a Hoboken kid born on March 3, 1907, the fourth of 5 children in the Valastro family. His father, Bartolo Sr., ran Carlo's bakery, a small Italian spot in New Jersey famous for its pastries and cakes. Think of it as the neighborhood gem where everyone went for a birthday cake or a Sunday treat. Buddy was practically raised in the bakery as a child, spending hours watching his dad knead dough, pipe frosting, and charm customers. It was like a masterclass in baking, accompanied by a strong dose of family love. Buddy absorbed all of it, and it was clear from an early age he had a real talent. He wasn't just good at baking, he was a cake wizard, transforming sugar and flour into art. However, life isn't all cupcakes and rainbows, and Buddy's story took a dark turn when he was just 17 years old. In 1994, his father passed away from lung cancer. Just like that, his world flipped upside down. Imagine being a teenager still figuring out life, and suddenly finding yourself in charge of the family business. That's what happened to Buddy. The bakery was more than just a job. It was his dad's legacy, the heart of the family, and now the responsibility lay entirely on him. Talk about pressure. But here's where Buddy's mother, Mary, came in like a superhero. She was his rock, guiding him through the chaos, teaching him the ropes, and keeping the family united. Together, they turned grief into determination, and Carlo's bakery began to flourish. This resilience and determination in the face of adversity is what makes Buddy's journey so inspiring. Buddy didn't just maintain the bakery, he elevated it to new heights. He started dreaming big, introducing new recipes, creating extravagant cake designs, and transforming Carlo's into a must-visit destination. We're talking about elaborate wedding cakes, specialty cakes that look like sculptures, and pastries that made your mouth water just by looking at them. Word spread quickly, and soon people weren't just coming from Hoboken, they were traveling from all over to experience Buddy's magic. But here's the million-dollar question. How did a small bakery in New Jersey become a global sensation? And what challenges did Buddy face along the way? Cake Boss takes television by storm. Fast forward to 2009, when Buddy's life changed forever. A TV producer walked into Carlo's bakery, saw the chaos, the cakes, and the larger-than-life Valastro family, and thought, this is gold. That's when TLC launched Cake Boss, a show that followed Buddy and his team as they created incredible cakes and navigated the ups and downs of running a family business. And let me tell you, it was a hit from day one. The show not only made Buddy a household name, but also had a significant impact on the baking industry, inspiring a new generation of cake decorators and turning Carlo's bakery into a tourist hotspot. Why did people love it? It was simple. Buddy was a star. He had an energy and passion that leaped off the screen. He wasn't just baking cakes, he was crafting masterpieces, like life-size sculptures, wedding cakes that looked museum quality, and even a toilet cake. A toilet complete with edible water and flushing sounds. Gross, but genius. Then there was the family drama. Buddy's sisters, brother-in-law, and mom were all part of the show, bringing laughter, arguments, and heartwarming moments. It felt like watching a soap opera, but with frosting. The unique blend of drama and baking was what kept viewers entertained and coming back for more. The show didn't just make Buddy famous, it sparked a cake craze nationwide. Suddenly, everyone wanted to become a cake decorator, and Carlo's bakery became a tourist hotspot. People lined up around the block, hoping to glimpse Buddy or snag one of his creations. Buddy embraced the fame wholeheartedly. He began making cakes for celebrities, extravagant weddings, and anything imaginable. Remember the zombie cake for Halloween, with rotting skin and dripping blood? Or the chandelier cake that collapsed during a photo shoot? Those moments were pure TV gold, keeping viewers returning for more. But here's the thing, Buddy didn't do it alone. His family was the secret ingredient. His sisters, Lisa, Grace, Mary, and his brother-in-law, Mauro, played significant roles in keeping the bakery running and the show exciting. Buddy never forgot his roots. He often talked about family, balancing work and home life, his wife Lisa, and their 4 kids. It was real, raw, and relatable, making Cake Boss more than just a baking show. It was a story of love, hard work, and chasing dreams. For over 10 years, Cake Boss ruled the airwaves, accumulating memorable moments and building a massive fan base. But here's the reality, nothing lasts forever, and even the sweetest cakes can go stale. So what went wrong? The problem, a recipe for disaster. Here's the challenge. Cake Boss was once at the peak of its popularity, but success can be a double-edged sword. Think about it. When you see someone everywhere, on TV, in magazines, and on talk shows, people can get tired of them. It's like eating cake daily. Eventually, you crave a salad. That's what happened to Cake Boss. The show became too big, too quickly, and began to crumble under its own weight. But that's not the whole story. Scandals, lawsuits, and controversies turned Buddy's sweet empire into a bitter mess. So how did it all fall apart? Exploring the downfall. Let's dive into the key issues surrounding the fall of Cake Boss. It wasn't just a matter of declining ratings, it was a perfect storm of drama. First and foremost was overexposure. By 2015, Cake Boss had transformed from a simple show into a massive empire. It spawned spin-offs like Kitchen Boss, Next Great Baker, and Buddy's Bakery Rescue, along with international adaptations. Carlo's bakery expanded, opening numerous locations, and Buddy appeared on countless talk shows, magazine covers, and baking competitions. While this Cake Boss mania created excitement, it soon became clear that too much of a good thing can lead to backlash. Viewers began to feel overwhelmed as if they had indulged in one too many slices of cake. The novelty wore off, and the show's original charm faded. However, overexposure was only the tip of the iceberg. The real damage came from negative publicity. In 2013, Buddy faced serious allegations regarding his treatment of employees, with claims that some were paid less than the minimum wage. Reports indicated that workers earned as little as $5 an hour, while New Jersey's minimum wage was $8.25. This was a significant violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act. Additionally, employees accused Buddy of fostering a hostile work environment, describing his behavior as verbally abusive, bullying, and intimidating. Buddy denied these allegations, asserting that he always paid fair wages and treated his team well. However, in 2014, he settled with the Department of Labor, agreeing to pay back wages and amend his policies. While this settlement might have closed the case legally, it did not repair the damage to his reputation. Many fans were outraged, some even boycotting the show, feeling that Buddy's wholesome image was a facade. The scandals continued in 2014 when Buddy was arrested for DUI, driving under the influence, after being pulled over in Manhattan for erratic driving. The media turned this incident into a sensational story, severely tarnishing Cake Boss's clean, family-friendly image. The man positioned as a model of family values suddenly appeared hypocritical. Controversies also arose during the show itself. One particular episode featuring transgender celebrity Carmen Carrera as part of a gender reveal cake prank drew significant backlash, as many viewers and advocacy groups labeled it transphobic. This incident left some fans questioning whether Cake Boss was worth their support. Then, in 2015, an employee filed a lawsuit claiming Buddy had created a hostile work environment through inappropriate behavior, including mean comments and gestures. This lawsuit attracted considerable media attention, compounding the negative publicity. It was like watching a cake collapse slowly. Each new scandal was another crack in the show's foundation. The final blow came with plummeting ratings. By 2015, Cake Boss was losing viewers at an alarming rate. The show that once dominated reality TV was overshadowed by fresh, innovative programs featuring vibrant personalities, such as Nailed It and The Great British Baking Show. The television landscape was evolving, and Cake Boss struggled to keep pace. The end of an era. So here's the moment it all came crashing down. 2017, the year Cake Boss got the axe. Ratings had been tanking for years, dropping like a lead balloon, and TLC had no choice but to pull the plug. It was the end of an era. What was once a cultural phenomenon had become just a memory. But here's the crazy part. The fall of Cake Boss wasn't just about scandals or ratings. It was a lesson in what happens when you fly too close to the sun. Buddy's empire grew too big, too fast, and the cracks started to show. It was a recipe for disaster, from lawsuits to controversies and overexposure, and the kitchen was officially closed. But here's the thing, Buddy Valastro didn't let the end of Cake Boss stop him. No, he's like a phoenix rising from the ashes, or maybe a cake rising in the oven, take your pick. He kept Carlo's bakery going, opening new locations in New Jersey and Las Vegas, and even launched a restaurant, Buddy V's, serving Italian classics and his famous lobster tail pastry. He's also on TV hosting shows like Bake Squad on Discovery Plus, where he helps home bakers create dream cakes, and Buddy vs. Duff on Food Network, where he battles it out with pastry chef Duff Goldman. Speaking of Duff, here's a fun twist. Despite their on-screen rivalry, Buddy and Duff are friends in real life. They text, joke, and even send each other cute pictures of their kids. It's like watching two chefs trash talk on the court, but they are swapping recipes and high fives off-screen. Buddy has even written cookbooks, launched food products, and started a virtual cake slice brand, Buddy V's Cake Slice, so fans can get his cakes delivered right to their door. The Cake Boss cast didn't fade away either. Mauro Castano, Buddy's right-hand man, is still baking up a storm. Joey Fauno, the head baker, keeps the ovens hot. Frankie Amato Jr., the cake decorator, adds his creative flair. And the Valastro sisters, Grace, Madalena, Mary, and Lisa, are still the heart of the bakery, running the front counter, consulting on cakes, and maintaining the family vibe. The team has stayed strong, proving that family is the real secret ingredient. So what's the big takeaway? Cake Boss might have crashed and burned, but its legacy lives on. It showed us the magic of baking, the power of family, and the dangers of fame. And hey, maybe it's a reminder. Sometimes too much cake can give you a stomachache, but a little slice of passion can keep you going forever. Want more baking drama? Click the video on your screen right now.